Welcome to Sorcery and Shadows. Enchanting magic, shivering horrors.
Once upon a time, nestled within a quaint village at the edge of a lush forest, there stood a little house with wings. Yes, you heard it right. This was no ordinary house. It possessed a curious magic that endowed it with the ability to flutter through the skies like a bird. The house belonged to a kind-hearted elderly woman named Maud. She had inherited the magical abode from her grandmother, who had entrusted her with its care. Maud lived a simple life, tending to her garden and baking delicious treats for the villagers. But it was the secret of her flying house that truly set her apart. Each evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Maud would whisper ancient incantations, and the wings of her house would awaken. With a gentle rustle of feathers, the house would lift off the ground, soaring gracefully into the starlit sky. It was a sight that filled the villagers with wonder and awe. One crisp autumn evening, as Maud prepared to take flight, she noticed a commotion in the village square. A group of travelers had arrived, seeking refuge for the night. Among them was a young girl named Elara, her eyes wide with curiosity and longing for adventure. Moved by compassion, Maud invited the travelers to stay in her magical house for the night. As they settled in, Elara's gaze lingered on the wings that adorned the humble abode. She couldn't resist the urge to ask Maud about the house's extraordinary ability. With a warm smile, Maud recounted the tale of her grandmother's legacy and the ancient magic that dwelled within the walls of the flying house. Elara listened intently, her imagination ignited by the possibility of such wondrous feats. That night, as the village slept peacefully below, Elara crept out of bed and tiptoed into the garden. She gazed up at the moonlit sky, her heart filled with a longing for adventure beyond the confines of her ordinary life. In a daring move, Elara climbed onto the back of a majestic owl that perched on a nearby branch. With a flutter of wings, they took to the sky, soaring high above the treetops. The wind whispered secrets of distant lands, and Elara's spirit danced with exhilaration. But as dawn approached, Elara realized she had flown farther than she had ever dared before. Panic gripped her heart as she searched desperately for familiar landmarks. Her heart sank as she realized she was lost, adrift in an endless sea of clouds. Just when all hope seemed lost, a familiar sight caught Elara's eye. The little house with wings, gliding gracefully through the dawn-lit sky. With a sense of relief, she guided the owl towards the flying abode, her heart pounding with gratitude. As they landed softly on the garden path, Maud emerged from the doorway, her eyes twinkling with concern. She enveloped Elara in a warm embrace, relieved to see her safe and sound. Elara poured out her tale of adventure and peril, her voice trembling with emotion. She confessed her foolishness in venturing beyond the safety of the village, driven by a thirst for excitement. But Maud listened with understanding, her gentle wisdom soothing Elara's troubled spirit. She reassured the young girl that mistakes were simply a part of life's journey, and that she was always welcome within the sheltering embrace of the magical house. With newfound courage, Elara vowed to cherish the warmth and security of her home and the love of those who cared for her. And as the sun rose high in the sky, casting its golden glow upon the village below, the little house with wings stood as a beacon of hope and wonder for all who beheld its enchanting beauty.
Please like, share and subscribe our channel. We hope to see you in our next mystical and horrified journey.